Fantastic. Nothing changes, does it? Let's rotate the camera. Welcome back to the AA VFX 73 channel. Let's rotate the device. There we go. Fantastic. Never a moment's hesitation in trying to get the aspect ratio just right. How are we all doing this evening? I hope you're well. Welcome to Zio's Coffee Catch-Up. I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time, and this is Catch-Up. This is day 46. Let me knock off my engine. How are we all doing this evening? Welcome. What is it now? The 14th of September, 2021. I haven't done one of these in a very, very long time, and the reason I'm doing it, Quantovus Moss, thanks very much, man, for coming in. How are you doing? Thanks for commenting on the safety video earlier on. I do appreciate it. Hugs from the Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah. How you doing, Mr. Moss? How's things? Yeah, as I said, there's a special reason why I'm doing this catch-up. I'm trying only to do these when there's something relevant to do. I'm very well, thanks, Moss. As I said, I am switching from a tire manufacturing store to a chef now. I am a qualified chef by trade. I qualified college in 1991. I'm going back into catering industry after a 14-year gap, because my kids are all young now, and I'm going to feel it's the time. I'm 2 years away from 50, so I want to give it another go, see if there's still a spark there. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm super excited to be going back. I start on my new job Friday, and I've got renewed vigor for that. I wanted to discuss a few things about cooking. Does anyone ever cook for themselves, or do they rely on other people to cook? Anyone have any thoughts, any recipes they want to share? By all means do. That might give me a few tips and tricks as well. So as I said, I had an unfortunate accident at work yesterday, which does cause me, I was so close to thinking that I'd maybe broken a limb. But as I said, the whole reason of me doing the safety upload earlier on was to highlight the fact that I was I'm talking extremely lucky to be in this situation, that I didn't break any bones. I had some minor swelling in the muscles, some stiffness of the joints, but I've got a fitness regime to try and fix that anyway. So I'm, again, really super lucky that I wear safety shoes, and always have. That makes no difference in going to the catering trade as well. You wear safety shoes still toe capped. So I'm very lucky to be doing this now, this upload, and not as much pain, or even live and not as much pain as I probably should be, because I was not operating it 100% efficiently, not doing my own risk assessment of my surroundings. So that is completely 100% my fault. So I don't fault or hold anyone to claim on that. It was completely my fault, but it is really super important to keep yourself safe at work. So if you have just come in, it's my first catch up. It must be about 2 months or so that I did one of these the last time. A little bit of a different theme today, and it's about chefing. Has anyone done cooking? LS Crew, how you doing, man? How's things? Major Sea Salt, how you doing, man? How's things? Are you still Code O'Neill in Aliens? This actually looks like a good upload now. What was that? Colonial Marines, Colonial, potato. How you doing? Is O'Neill still good, or do you hate him yet? Thanks for the 2 likes and 4 people in the chat. Thanks very much. Very good. How are we all doing? So the main theme about tonight's like and share. Thanks very much, Alice, man. How are you doing? How's things with you, man? Are you still doing your karaoke? Uploads? That's one thing I wouldn't actually mind doing now. It's doing a bit. Maybe I'll bring a bit of karaoke to my channel as well. Although, would it be cringe? More than likely. O'Neill is a real team player. I can see that. Dreaded AI. Isn't it great to have AI that runs around the screen and does everything but support you? But they don't make it too easy, do they? No, of course, why would they? Yeah, he's a real team player, absolutely. It's a tough game. I remember during your live stream, I was saying to you, I got to the bit where there was an engine, there was engine turbines, but you're stuck between two areas where you have the two cogs running, and you've got the aliens coming down from above, and they're sort of jumping across each area. I almost found that a bit impossible, and obviously raged for a good couple of hours trying to do this section. I gave up on it. It was an absolute nightmare. Colin, how you doing, Colin's Trivia? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for the 3 likes. Yeah, so yeah. Has anyone got any favorite recipes? Any food that they like to eat, or is everyone just open to their own sort of styles? In fact, I do remember Runny Egg saying you must do an upload of how to cook a runny egg. He said, I can't cook nothing. He says that's load of shit. I can't cook anything. So if you do how to cook the perfect runny egg, I'll share it out. So that's probably something that I'll do. That's probably something that I might do just for the laugh anyway. So I'm very well, thanks, Colin. How's your stream going, man? I have an itchy nose. Good. I'm very well, thanks, Colin. Yep. We are we and raging. Yeah, we're so calm and zenful. Yeah. Zio is zen. Nah, that's 2 words that really don't go together. I'm still waiting to get my broadband back up and running. When I get my broadband up and running, I'll go through all my videos and try and find all my best rage bits. And I've got a Batman Arkham video that's doing really well at the moment. Gets about 30 or 40 views a month now, and that's Zio's Rage on. It's Arkham. Where is it? It's Arkham Asylum. And it does. I've had to timestamp it because it's just 2 hours just trying to do one particular section, and it grinds me to halt. Now, going off topic slightly now, if we're talking about rages, it's one game that I'd say kept me awake, or didn't keep me cool, was God of War. When you're fighting Mindy and Magdi, oh my god, those 2 fellas, where one starts to give you the ice attack, and the other one's coming up behind you. That drove me. I think it must have taken me about 10 live streams, I'd say, in increments of half an hour to try and beat them 2. I bet them in the end, but oh my god, it should not have taken so long. So it shouldn't. All good with the streams. Yeah, but I tell you, as you know, Major, as we all are, as we are like gaming, we're always 100% more stubborn, and we absolutely refuse to give up. And that's an adage of a true gamer. You never ever give up. You might leave it for another day, but never ever give up. Yes, as I said, yeah, the main topic of today, if you so wish, is cooking. Do we like cooking? Do we dislike cooking? Are there any particular favorites that you enjoy? Is there any particular style of cooking, whether it be ethnic cuisine, or it be Chinese, if it be the good old American burger? Put any of your comments in the chat if you want as well. How do we feel about cooking? Hardcore gaming, absolutely hardcore gaming, without a shadow of a doubt. It is indeed. We mix cooking with gaming with anything. Actually, when you talk about gaming and cooking, there's one game that actually was a couple of games spring to mind. Is Cookie Mama, if that was your thing. It was not my thing. My daughter loved to play. You used to drive me mad with that sizzling sound effect. Toast. Actually, not toast. Sorry, I Am Bread. Colin should know about that now. Colin likes I Am Bread. He was doing a couple of streams on that as well. Physics-based content, I think. Never played it myself now, but I hear it was good. Frustrating, no doubt. I'm actually surprised I haven't had a. I'm actually surprised now I haven't had a YouTube restarting the stream. It normally does after so often. Whenever I stream from mobile, I always got constant cutouts in the stream, and it always tends to go a little. It's a funny game, I Am Bread. Yeah, it's something different as well. Yeah. You don't mind cooking, Colin? No, we have to. We all need to eat. So we do. If you've got a particular flair for it, which I actually discovered a year or two back, that I actually did start to enjoy it again. Yeah, I Am Bread. Good game. Different. What did I pick up from Steam there the other day? I picked up Sinking Simulator, which was free on Steam. And you can adjust the likes of parameters of water, haulage, weight, things like that. And it's up to you to basically stop your tanker, or aka Titanic ship, from sinking. I can understand why it's free. There was DLC, I think, which was 79 cents or whatever, and it gives you custom other bits and pieces. Needless to say, I think it froze on my system for some unknown reason. So needless to say, I didn't start it again. Yeah, no, so how is everyone in the chat? If you're still in the chat, just drop a comment there, just so I know that I'm not just speaking to myself. I know Colin's still in the chat, so if you are still in the chat, just give a little thumbs up or just an acknowledgement. 12 minutes into the stream, and we have a good few people come in as well, which is nice, because I understand I haven't done the catch-ups in a long time. Other things going on in the life. Colin's not in the chat. Blimey, you're very good. You must be a mental telepathist then, Colin. You must have seen through the mind's eye. Tuned in. All right, I won't be doing that again because that was a bit cringe. Yeah, so I have a few changes coming up. As I said, I will be going back to chefing, hence the cooking theme. So you'll see what I can categorically say is that you'll have a lot more catch-ups, because the way the hours are going to work, I'll be starting sort of midday, finishing at 9 or 10 at night, which I'm absolutely prepared for now, because as I said, one of the reasons why I stopped catering in the first place was that, yes, I was getting tired of it, to be quite honest. But my two kids were fairly young, and I was missing out on an awful lot of their upbringing, so I tried for 9 to 5 that would suit that, and it did. But now my kids, one's coming up for 22, and the other one's coming up for 15, so he's in secondary school, so I don't always need to be around as much. So I've decided to give it another go before I get too old. Not that I get too old for cooking, but professionally I'm looking about another 15, 16, 17 years before I'm looking at retirement anyway. So I just want something that I can just get comfortable with and just settle for the last few years of my academic life. Thanks for the 3 likes. Hard hat as well. Yeah. Good safety shoes, high-vis cones when you're all set up to be safe in the care. Absolutely, yeah. Hard hat. Well, that's to not when the chef throws stuff at you. So the butt end of the knives don't bounce off your head or bounce off anything else. Bounce off your ass for that matter, to be quite honest. LS Crew, hello all. Thanks for the 2 people in the chat, which we're assuming is Colin and LS Crew. And me. Although I don't really think I count on my own chat, do I really? No. Well, I'm sort of watching it, but then again, I'm watching myself. So does that work? I don't know. Coffee catch-ups, guys, run for about half an hour, sometimes longer. So we'll just see how many bodies we get in here and how many times I can scratch my nose. I don't trust Zio with knives. No, that's actually a valid point, actually. Yeah, I do. LS Crew, you may drop your link. It's absolutely no problem, mate. You're moderator. You may drop your link. By all means do. And I'll give you a little shout out there as well. LS Crew, guys, he's a big fan of his football. He does gaming uploads there as well. And he does some karaoke bits and pieces. He does an awful lot of support for other people as well. So you could do yourself an awful lot worse than to support the LS Crew. And he's about to drop his link, which I've given permission to. So 100%. just give him plastic knives. Yeah, the little ones you get with the free salads. Can you imagine that? Don't think I'll cut a steak with them now, to be perfectly honest. Well, mind you, having said that, now you talk on the subject of knives, and I'm not going to bore you out with the Vetronox knives are one of the best, but you can actually those they're not a tungsten carbide type of blade, but the plastic ones that you can buy in places like Home Store and more, they're actually fairly sharp now. I would love to interview you, Andy, on my YouTube channel. LS Crew, you are more than welcome to interview me if you wish. I did, which reminds me, I have to get back onto contact with Brandon Jackson, because Brandon come into one of my streams later on. I think it was one of the classic shoot 'em ups I was doing. I think it was either Raiden project, and he contacted me, and would he interview me on his channel, and he actually did. I had to close down the channel shortly after that. I had a bit of bad news, so your name is Brandon too. LS Crew, I never actually knew your Christian name, but I'm glad I do, because I'll be shouting you out as Brandon or LS if you like. That's 100%, mate. Yeah, so I must get back on to Brandon Jackson. I did interview, he did an interview with me. I meant to get back and do that, but unfortunately I had to take a step back from YouTube. Had some bad news, so it forced me to come away. So I must get back in contact with Brandon and do that. But LS, Brandon, if you want to interview me, I'm more than welcome to do that. Just let me know your schedule, when you want to do it later on. Message me. And then we'll sort that out. Yeah. How can I contact you or YouTube? You can leave a comment in this video, Brandon, if you want to, or you can post it. You see all my social links there on the description. They're actually on this. I think the links are on the end in the description of this video, so you can contact me via there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's even an email link I've got an email link for the channel as well. So any of them ones, mate, or Instagram is probably the one you'll get me on the most. So 100% you can do that, mate. Thank you for the 3 people still watching and the 3 likes as well. Thank you. We are Even Stevens and we are 18 minutes into the chat. Right, back to cooking. What were we talking about? I've lost the thread now, though. Oh yeah, me and plastic knives. I will follow your social medias accounts very soon. 100%, Brandon. Thanks, man. Yeah, what was I saying as well earlier on? Yeah, we were talking about different types of content. Yeah, I'm quite an avid. I do like to sing karaoke every now and again, and I was thinking, will I or won't I? Will I start uploading covers or karaoke? I think that'd be a bit cringe. I think if my wife found out or my son found out, he'd probably fucking give me a smack. Dad, really? Took him a while. It took him a while, going off topic again. Took him a while actually to get used to me doing YouTube now. My wife, unfortunately, is 100% against it. She just doesn't see the point. I think it's not. That's 100%. Some people take to it and some people don't, but that's fine, you know. It is. James, Gybe, thumbs up. How you doing, James? Thanks for popping in, mate. I do appreciate it, man. I hope you see the little media link that I sent earlier. I sent out a post for you, James, there, just in response to what you were saying last night. I think it is a shame. It is a shame sometimes that that you don't get as much support as maybe that you give out. So I hope that helps a little bit, mate. Anyway. Can you you can rage on karaoke, you know? That's actually very true. Yeah, you could rage on karaoke actually. That'd be a bit weird though, wouldn't it? I'd have to do it in a theme of a song. So that's actually given. No, I actually don't think of that. That's mental. So if you thought of an artist that you liked and then you chose a particular game that made you rage, and then you did a pre-vocal warm-up based on that might work. Thank you for the 4th like. What do you think about the COVID jab going to be given at 12 years old and 15 years old? I think it's crazy. That's actually a valid point. That was actually David Drone Adventures. How you doing, there, man? Thanks for that. Thanks for the share out, man. Thank you. How you doing, David? How's things, man? Yeah, that's actually a valid point. That was actually something that me and the wife were actually saying there the other day. Um, we're all human. We're all capable. I'm not going to use the whole word, because unfortunately YouTube are still watching for content that says it. Um, it's interesting that we do, as humans, we all pass on, and we do, even though we've all had the jab, we still can pass it on, which is crazy. But your kids are not having it. I don't know. See, it seems to be a mixed opinion about it. I think if it gives you as an individual, I think if it gives you some sort of wall or some sort of prevention, but none of these vaccinations are 100% effective. 60-70%, I would say. If you've got some prevention against it, that's absolutely fine. I think that's probably I think it's probably a lot more trustworthy than not having it at all. That's what I'd say. That's my opinion. Take that with a pinch of salt anyway. So worth mentioning. Says, yeah, I can understand why they're doing it, because as people and the population are all coming back into populating outside, I can understand the reason for doing it. It's not as if it's like that crazy idea of herd prevention, where you put everyone together, and then psychosomatically everyone gets it, and then because it's en masse, we all get it. We all then strain ourselves against it, which is just crazy, because that's just genocide or suicide. Depends on your point of view. I can understand logically why they would do it, but I don't think it's going to make the prevention any easier. The more people that get vaccinated is the more people, 25%, 30%, will or won't transmit it, but there will always be a chance that we will pass it on, and that is the danger. So we're 22 minutes in. Thanks, James, for coming in. Do appreciate that. LS Crew as well. Who else do we have? David John Adventures. Thanks for coming in. You are a good night. I am good night. Okay, I am good night. Oh, I'm sure you are good night. Is that good night from a James Bond movie, is it? That's me trying to be funny again, failing miserably. Thanks for the shares, guys. I do appreciate it. How are we all doing? Again, my YouTube saying that I don't have anyone. I have 4 likes, which I do appreciate. It says I've got no one in the chat. That's very strange. I think there's a problem updates. I think YouTube doesn't update its viewer counter very well. I still don't think that works very well. I'm pretty sure there's more people than just me. Certainly, I would like to think so. If you are still in the chat, guys, just give me another little thumbs up there now, just so that I'm not talking to myself. Yay! Yeah, that's strange, very strange. Zio, what do you think of the new Matrix? I actually haven't looked at too much about it. I definitely think it needs to be. I definitely think it needs to do something with it. I enjoyed the Matrix movies. I enjoyed the first run. Good stuff. Oi, oi. Oh, there are people in the chat. That's good. Yeah, YouTube's counter is dog shit. I have the trouble of YouTube showing no watches, but it's on a tech fault on YouTube's part. I think so. Isn't everything a YouTube tech issue? Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. I know a few of you is watching. Yeah. I'm all for the Matrix if it's a remake or an extension, as long as Keanu Reeves plays Neo. Because if your main protagonist is not coming back for a relaunch or rehash or even a remake, there is no point. There absolutely is no point in doing it, because it's like Batman without Michael Keaton. And don't even get me started on that. You know, I mean, how many times has Batman been reinvented? I'm going to go down the slippery slide now. How many times has Batman been reimagined? How many times has Batman been reimagined? Not to mention the Marvel franchise universe, which is a whole massive God only knows what. But yeah, I'm all for the Matrix. Absolutely. I actually have to look up a bit more. Batman is a joke. Absolutely. And I'll be the butt of Batman there as well. Batman is, oh my God. I mean, how many look at let's go back to 89, okay, when they did the relaunch. Michael Keaton, he did the movies in 89 to 91, Batman and Batman Returns, and test my memory now. And after that, then we had Val Kilmer in 95 for one movie, which was Batman. Which one was that? What was Batman? Batman Forever. Nearly lost it then. 97, Batman and Robin, which was George Clooney. What the fuck? What the fuck was that all about? I think that was a cough and a splutter and a fart all in one. And then that brings us to what, 2005, and we had Christian Bale. Christian Bale, I really loved Christian Bale. I mean, considering he wasn't even American, he was a girl Brit, wasn't he? So yeah, Christian Bale, and he did. I can't even remember the fucking name. Anyway, he did with the nip. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Batman. Yeah. Batman. Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Nipples. And let's not even talk about Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl with the bat nips. Yeah. Yeah. Compost. Yeah. Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Curses. Jesus Christ. No, the 90s did some revolutionary movies, but it also had an awful lot of fucking stinkers as well. So bad, so bad, so bad it was good. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, well, so where were we? Yeah, so 2005, and then 2008, and then what made 2008? Again, we had Christian Bale, but we had Heath Ledger as the Joker. I know I've gone off topic again. I was talking about cooking, but that's fine. I don't mind going. As I said, it can be cooking, it can be gaming, it can be anything at all. These catch-ups are focused on a particular theme, but we can stray off. It's no problem. It's more your interaction and my interaction. And to be quite honest, I need a bit of. You know, it was annoying when someone rings you when you're doing a live stream, innit? Fucking hell. Is that the guy from Twilight? Yeah, your new fella. From Twilight, yeah. He's the brand new fella, yeah, the brand new 2022, isn't it? It's called The Batman, isn't it? That is, what's his name? Patterson. Yeah, that's my theme. Now I'm thinking, am I going to get a copyright for that now? Do you reckon? Elf is my theme, and it's been out for 2 years. I just can't be bothered to change it. Robert Pattinson, that's it. Robert Pattinson is the brand new. No, he said that's all right. No, I didn't think so because it hasn't got a copyright ID tag on it. I'd say it's only a ZJAP or whatever it is. So that brings us back right up to 2022, which is, yeah, Robert Pattinson is the new Bond. I hear that it was a classic series, actually. It's a really good series, actually. Yeah. Is it Jan or Dan Michael Vincent, known as Board 9, wasn't it? I think that started 88. I think it ran for 2 or 3 seasons, much longer than that anyway. So going back, yeah, so Robert Pattinson is the new, apparently he's a darker side. He's quite a thin fella, because in Twilight he played a vampire and he was super pasty, super English looking. I'd expect him to bulk out a little bit for that. But again, going forward from now, we've had all the Batmans and all the reiterations, all the imaginings. My expectations for this movie would be relatively low. So if it surprises, if it doesn't surprise, then I won't be surprised. But I wasn't blown away by Affleck's performance as Batman. But then again, I wasn't impressed by Affleck in 2003 when he did Daredevil, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. But Daredevil was you know, not there. Not his fault. I don't think. He just did what he did with the script, I guess. You know. I think the worst part about the Daredevil was the fight scene between himself and Jennifer Gardner in the playground. It just looked like they were jumping about, and it just looked too false. It looked like they were on supports. Well, they were on supports, but it was so evident for the role of Batman. Did you know that before Robert, they asked a Belgium actor named what's his name? I can't even pronounce that. So I put my glasses on there because I'm blind as a bat. Mathesius. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that and make a balls of it now. No, I wasn't aware of that actually. But again, I guess all stakes are open when. I wonder why he didn't take it then. Is he a well-known actor? Because it's large, you know, it's large shoes to try and fill, to be quite honest. So yeah, I'm just putting these on just for a second now. Sometimes I need them, and then sometimes I don't. I'm short-sighted anyway. I've always worn glasses there anyway, so sometimes I need them. The bifocals anyway, or bifocals as they call them. I'm short-sighted, so if I try and see something from far away, it's hard. Zio for the next Batman. Do you think? Maybe. I'd do it. If they gave me 20 million, I'd give it a good go. He did it. He did refuse it because of career risks. Well, I mean that's always a thing. A movie can make or break you from that respect. Look at Brendan Fraser, for heaven's sake. Although he's doing a movie, he's doing a comeback movie after his door clapping thing. But he's a sight away there now, so he is. He would beat the fuck out of Robin. Who, me? Well, I'd probably beat her. I'd beat the hell out of Robin just for the crack. Although he'd probably beat me up as well. Though. Depends what we'd fight about. See, I'd probably be playing a Batman rendition of the game. And he'd say, well, you're going to play as Batman, aren't you? So I'm going to play as you. Why would you do that for? I don't know. If you want to fight over it. And then we probably would fight over it. And then he'd beat me. Then I'd look stupid. That would be a career risk for me then. You know? Yeah, but as I said, yeah, if I got an opportunity to do a movie, not that I'm bloody going to, but in hindsight, if the situation's reversed, if someone offered me Batman, I'd take the fucking risk on it. Someone would pay me if it was a career. I'd only intend on doing one movie anyway, so that would set me up for life as long as there was enough money to build a house, support my kids, and put a roof over our heads. I'd be happy with that. Like it's gonna happen. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Thanks for the 4 likes. Zio as Batman. I'd buy before. So I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, I'd be interested. Major, you try it, man. You've got all the green screen stuff there. You could actually do a little. You should try to do yourself a couple of tests. Do a couple of screen tests as Batman. Well, that little fancy software you have there, and all your green screen stuff. If you want to take a still shot on me and then overlay Batman over it, you're quite welcome to. I'm not going to stop you. I won't stop you. I won't stop you, and I won't incur any fee. Yes. How are we doing? About 35 minutes in. How are we all doing? If you are in the chat, which I know you are, if you make a comment. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I do these little chats, not so much not so many as I should do. But as I said, now I'm changing a career path. I will definitely have a lot more time to do these. I think I might have mentioned that earlier on in the stream. My hours are going to be sort of from 12 until late, so that gives me pretty much a whole morning to myself. So everyone else is at school and college and stuff like that. So that gives me my mornings free. So I'd probably do catch-ups will definitely be on the cards. That's one piece of content I do. Hopefully I'll be getting my broadband back soon when I pay the bill, and then I'll continue all the uploads, which I haven't been doing for a wee while. I've been taking a bit of a break over the last. I've done a couple of little tutorial videos, but I've cut back an awful lot on content at the moment. Nah, mate, my wife would beat me up with my own Batmobile. She'd beat you up with the Batmobile. Why the Batmobile? Why not the Batbike? Or maybe the Backwing? In fact, to be quite honest, she's going to beat you up with the Batbike. It'd be hard. It'd be easy to ride. Oh, we are in Batmobile as in phone or Batmobile as car. Sorry, cross purposes. I'm really not going to go into too much detail. Oh dear. So we're talking movies at the moment. So yeah, you mentioned about the Matrix. What else is coming up now? We're talking about media and stuff because obviously now we are. I think movie theaters. I know movie theaters here are opened up again with minimal restrictions. I think you've the 2 meter distance still applies. Tell you what, guys, I'm gonna have to get that. I think so. I'm gonna have to. I've silenced that call. It's from my wife, so I might have to take that. I'm gonna take down the stream there. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you again soon, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to Ellis Crew, James Guy, and everyone for coming in. I will talk to you again after answering this now. Cheers, guys. Thanks. Bye bye.